Alright, what up though? Welcome back to the channel. It's your girl, Jenny, and you already know what it is. So let's just get into it. First of all, I'd like to thank everyone who has been participating in the sale, the Virgo birthday sale going on. Y'all have been running it up, okay? Excuse my absence. I've been too busy with personal readings because y'all have been running it up, and I appreciate every single one of you. I'd also like to make a shout out to say thank you for everybody who has been donating for my birthday trip. My birthday's coming up this weekend on the 13th, so I just want to say thank you for all the gifts, thank you for all the donations, thank you for all the love. If you would like to participate in the personal reading sale, it is going on to the 22nd of this month. Don't miss out. Let's get into the energy, Virgo, because I have been getting and processing some type of spiritual message that has been coming to me from the last couple of days. Let's just hop right into it. So they have been giving me the concept of uh, the chosen ones being an awakened vortex, okay? An awakened portal to a vortex. So the simplest way I can explain this is that we all have some type of energetic fields around us. And they showed me they showed me the energetic field around us. Here you are in your energetic field. And then they described a vortex. A vortex going in and out. A double-sided portal is exactly what they showed me. And in this double-sided portal, energy comes in one way and it comes out the other way. And we meet our energy being projected back to us at the center of the portal, which is us. Okay, so in the same turn in which we are like a black hole, a vortex, sucking in energy, we're also projecting out energy. And the energy that we are projecting out is being sucked back through, and it's creating that fourth vortex. Okay? And they were describing a world, a reality, a consciousness, a matrix, and they were showing me all of this. And they were saying that all forces are a portal to this vortex. So there are like forces that you need to manipulate in order to have the highest timeline, right? So what they were describing to me talked about creating an alternate reality by disrupting what's going in and out of the vortex. So you're attracting what you put out in this vortex. But if you go towards things that you have not attracted and go towards things that you are not pulling towards you, you interrupt this cycle of reality, creating an unfamiliar reality. Okay, so what they have been explaining is the things that we do create our reality. Like we have a job and we know tomorrow we're gonna need to go to that job. That is an energetic force that is being placed inside our portal to our vortex that's creating this reality. Stay with me. So if we choose to do something out of the norm of our cycle, we introduce variants, unfamiliar things. Okay? And we're all being asked to introduce unfamiliar things to the portal to disrupt some type of reality. Okay, on a large scale, I believe that they're trying to wake, society and humans up to the point of our leaders and our authority, like showing us because we accept these things. That is the dominion we have to live under. Like on a grand scheme, they're trying to wake up society, trying to show us that we can all make major changes in our reality just by what we accept, what we put into our subconscious, what we accept for our reality. On a smaller scale, there's someone who is trying to manifest a different reality, alternate reality, almost like trying to hop timelines. Okay, you no longer want to be on the timeline that you've created, so you are wanting to create a new reality for yourself. It's as simple as that. And to do so, you have to disrupt the reality that you have been creating for yourself. That means identifying things inside of your portal that you're putting in that is causing for the reflection that is happening currently, and doing things that are unfamiliar. So, for instance, you are connected to someone who, you really don't want to be connected to, but you keep connecting yourself to them. This is a simple one, right? And instead of connecting yourself to them, you can give yourself what that person gives you and detach from them. This is that unfamiliar variant. And they're showing me this in layman's like simple terms of creating unfamiliar ingredients into your portal to create an unfamiliar outcome. So at one time you may, at one time you may feel okay, right? And then all of a sudden you have a bad day. And this is simply energy that you push down, that you suppress, that's coming back around. All of a sudden you're getting vivid memories of something that happened. It disrupts your vibration. Uh, let's just put it in a different way. Okay, you're having a good day. All of a sudden, things are going bad. Not knowing it's because of an emotion that you suppressed coming back around for you. All right, and instead of having that bad day, you give yourself what you need to have a good day, so that energy does not come back around to you. There's something here that is talking about disrupting the forces being leaked into your vortex in order to disrupt your projected reality into the future. Okay? And they're giving me it in the terms of processing your emotions, because your emotional state has a lot to do with your vibration, your vortex. And if you can control your emotional state, when such things come back around, you can change the ingredient that comes into your reality. So when it comes back around, it is a positive, healthy one instead of that same negative energy that you put out. You feel me? There's something about our actions projecting our future in an emotional sense. Okay? Because if you allow something to happen to you, process those emotions, you're telling the universe, that I want this again, in like layman's term. But if you're in a high vibration, something happens to you and you process it and internalize it in the correct way, when it comes back to you, it will be less turbulent, okay, less negative. And there's like this cycle of purging your energy. All right, so this is what they have been giving me. Let's see why we're talking about this energy. I could talk on and on and on about all of my spiritual downloads. I'm going to get back into doing that because I have so much untapped knowledge, and I would like to start a conversation like, how does this make you feel? What knowledge did it trigger listening to me talk about this in you? All right. So the next thing that we're going to get into is, I heard systematic environmental disruptions in your auric field. Okay, so things are being done to you purposely to disrupt. No weapon formed against you shall prosper. Amen. And the prospering of weapons come to the degree of giving in or giving up, because a weapon can only affect you as much as you allow it to. Even if something was to, let's just say, God forbid, scar you, even though you have that scar, you're still living to your highest potential. You are not allowing that weapon to further prosper your whole life. And there's something here about not allowing things to prosper because there are systematic environmental effects or causes or disruptions or intervention going on in order to put in negative energy into you so that you create negative energy for yourself. And they're teaching you how to not let this prosper. This energy will not prosper. Once you recognize what's going on, you recognize yourself as a portal, you recognize all things as forces acting in that portal that is being sucked through a vortex and spit out of a vortex at the same time, creating your reality. You disrupt the pattern of letting things happen to you. Okay? Very zen energy. Let's get it. What's the major message here? Yeah, dig a little deeper. Subconscious energy. Wow. Okay, dig a little deeper. This is my card of, first of all, I made this card thinking about that song from Princess and the Frog. Okay, dig a little deeper and you'll see. But then they showed me the image of the game, Dig 'em, in which you were digging into your subconscious to find hidden gems, right? And sometimes you dig in there and you find a monster. You gotta beat up this monster. Sometimes you dig inside your subconscious and there's a gem. Sometimes you dig into your subconscious and these monsters start chasing you. You're looking for gems, but you have all these monsters, right? And sometimes you have to defeat monsters to get to gems. And this is basically the spiritual energy that they're telling me about. It's all about your subconscious. Okay, there's something about your subconscious energy being affected by a fluid that is coming up through your brain. They're showing me spinal fluid. They're showing me fluid that is interacting and going up in your brain, and your brain is affected by the chemical makeup of the fluid. And some of us have monsters in the fluid. You feel me? You have monsters in your brain. It's basically what they're saying. There's monsters, there's gems in there, right? But you have to dig a little deeper to get into the core subconscious, get into the core of the vortex so that you can fix all things that flow through it. And all things that flow through it are the highest vibration, creating a better environment and reality for yourself. You're going to start seeing this, caught my eye. You're going to start catching on to what I'm talking about. Okay, things are going to trigger things in your subconscious. And it's either going to be a monster or it's going to be a gem. Right? And I told you, we have systematic environmental factors that trigger us. And it's either gonna pull out a monster out of you or it's gonna pull out a gem. And some of you are fighting the monsters so that you can celebrate more of the gems, or you're about to see this because you woke up to something, to the reality. Now it looks dumb. Now something is funny. Now you understand that something is a thirsty bitch and you're trying to get it out of your way. This is that energy. You know that you have systematic environmental factors that is a thirsty bitch vying for your attention, vying for you to pay attention to negative things, vying you to fight monsters, vying you to almost, it's not even like what I said. It's more like a trap, entrapping you into giving it attention. But once you catch on that something is involuntary, you're able to make a choice instead of allowing your choice to be made for you. So this is like you seeing something and realizing, oh, This is one of those things that is supposed to make me angry. It's supposed to disrupt my vibration. It's supposed to ruin my plans. And instead of allowing it and getting into that involuntary reaction to whatever is happening to you, you choose a different path. Yeah, magic. Wow. And some people are non-believers. Real death, R.I.P. and no weapon shall. Wow. Some people are non-believers. They hear me talking about something and manifestations and energy, or they hear you talking about manifestations and energy, and they're non-believers. It's because they don't want you to believe in your own magic. They don't want you to know that if you take control of yourself in your environment, you can bring an end to the weapons that are being formed against you. Okay? It also ends out some type of program that you have you have no control over your reality. Okay? This is what they want you to believe. They want you to not believe in yourself, not believe in your own magic. They want to end out the superhero inside of you. Okay? And I'm putting it in simple terms because they're telling me this as I tell you this. I don't even know where I'm getting this information, but this is what they're showing me. Dig a little deeper, you'll start catching on to the dumb things happening around you. You're gonna start laughing at it instead of involuntarily giving it your attention. You're gonna tell that thirsty bitch to get out of your face because you know that something is trying to end your, I heard consciousness of the system. They want you to not understand or not believe that you can change your circumstances by changing yourself, thus ending your beliefs. Okay? So I'm getting that these environmental factors that are trying to get you to involuntarily bring about some type of loop matrix they want to play out for us. You're understanding it, and they're seeing that you understand it. So when we become disruptors of the reality that they want for us, we become a target. So more things happen to us so that we don't believe in our own magic. And now that you're seeing it, you're going to be able to believe more in your own magic. I hope this is making sense, y'all. Okay? Put in the comments down below the eyes, the peeping eyes. Okay? 2 eyes that's looking a certain way. If you understand what I'm talking about. Okay? This is some heavy energy. I hope I explained it in the correct way. I'm also learning it as I'm teaching, which is weird. Which they have just showed me an image of someone giving the teacher a curriculum and telling the teacher to teach the curriculum. Okay? So it's almost like teacher and student at the same time, if y'all know what I'm trying to say. Okay, I'm reading the curriculum as I'm, saying it. I'm learning the curriculum as I'm reading it. Hell yeah. Okay, what's this energy? What do you want to tell us? Dig a little deeper in the subconscious. 2D could be significant. 1982 could be significant. The Magician, double-sided portal, and in which your actions are mirrored back to you. 2 of Cups. We are at the same port. They keep telling me this. We are, they said an axis. Lord have mercy. I'm really bad with like math terms, science terms. You feel me? I did not go to college yet. You feel me? And I'm getting these downloads as they're speaking to me. So go ahead and correct me where I'm wrong. But they're telling me an axis point. We are at the axis point. And the actions we take are rooted from the subconscious and are planted in the subconscious at the same time. Double-sided portal here. 2 of Wands and the Fool. Y'all, the Magician, The Two of Cups, mirror to the Fool. The next step, they're showing me the double-sided mirror and the portal again. This is crazy. And then another image of a portal. This is crazy. Okay? The Magician. Digging deeper in the subconscious. You're being told to take action, to dig into your subconscious, to dig in and pull out the monsters. Okay? With the Magician in this position, under dig a little deeper, it's giving me the energy of things happening to you and you doing things all at the same time. So you remember what I was talking about, environmental factors being done onto you, people taking action that causes you to dig into your subconscious, or you voluntarily digging into your subconscious. Either way it goes, there's something that is happening that is triggering it, and on the other side, forcing you to take action to look into your subconscious. Stay with me. I don't know. With the Magician, we got the Five of Wands. Like I said, environmental factors, things being done to you that cause chaos and conflict, fighting, competition. Queen of Swords, how are you going to respond to it? How are you going to fix it? Are you going to then fight more? Page of Pentacles in the reverse? Or realize that something is false and empty? This is also, they're showing me the little monsters in Digum. So there's things that are being done to you that create little monsters inside of your subconscious. And then there's things that you do that create little monsters inside of your subconscious. So, dead on, huh? So there's a portal or something being sent back to you. So something is done to you and it causes you to do something. But that creates the monster. You feel me? So every time you reward something that happens to you with frustration or anger, you create a little angry monster inside your subconscious. Stay with me. And there are things being done to you to create these monsters because they know the more monsters you have, the harder it is for you to find the gems. Stay with me. So what you respond to is coming back to you in the form of existing monsters. So if somebody does something to you and it makes you angry, you have just created a monster because you took action to feel that anger, thus creating it into your reality. Queen of Swords, this is what you're now understanding. That the more I allow my emotions to be affected by outside factors, the more that energy is going to be brought back to me. So instead, I slay this monster right now so that it isn't brought back to me. You're going to start seeing this. The Magician, the Five of Wands. So it's like you know that there's gems around. And there's people who know you know there's gems around. So they do things to you to make it harder for you to find the gems, G. What's the Magician to the Five of Wands? And then we got the Four of Swords coming out, crossing. Healing. Healing is hard. Oof. Was that in my notes? How to process all of these emotions. All right? Is the Four of Swords. And that came out conflicting. Because there's parts of us that feel justified for anger. All emotions are good and acceptable because they're emotions. You feel me? We have the right to experience all emotions. So then we conflict with ourselves with the healing process of what had happened. Four of Swords. And this is what creates and solidifies these monsters unless we resolve that situation then and there. This is the energy of observing instead of internalizing. Recuperating from the Five of Wands instead of allowing these monsters to run free. So they're showing me this weird example, okay? One weird example and then I'm going to stop. We're going to move on. They're showing me this weird example of someone knowing that you like parking somewhere. So they go out of their way to fuck with you about your parking space. You feel me? And every time they park there, you get a little angry inside. You get a little frustrated. Even if you don't try to feel it, it's that energy is there. You see them in the parking spot. It's fucking with you. They know this. You know this. And you can be angry every time you see it because you know that they're trying to make you angry. And it's like, bitch, I wish you would just leave me alone. Like, I wish you would just fuck off. Like, I wish you would just, I wish something would happen to you so that you can see how it feels to be bothered in this way. I really, like, this is what I'm getting. Or, Four of Swords, you can start laughing at it. Oh, this bitch really must be bothered. Bothered enough to come take my parking spot. Bothered enough to try to make me mad. I identify that you're trying to bother me. I get it. Queen of Swords, I'm not going to let it bother me, baby. You ain't worth it. Queen of Pentacles energy. Now the Six of Wands. Now the monster, you feel me, has been defeated. It's not another monster in your subconscious weighing on your auric field, being projected into your reality, into bad things coming back around to you. It has now been a internalized process, understood, and you're at a vibration in which you do not allow outside circumstances to fuck with you. Taking control of your outside circumstances, bringing good energy back to you. Now we're getting in the reversal of this portal. You feel me? Taking in good things back into you because at the core, you understand the exchange. Dig a little deeper in your subconscious. That's the spiritual energy I have for you, Virgo. Let's open up the modes of communication. Leave me a comment down below. How did you process that? What did it make you think of? And what are your notes on whatever I just said? I would really love to know. Let's get into it. We're going to tap into weekend energy for the collective, Virgo. See what you can expect this weekend. All right? First of all, there's something about a tree. Okay, you could be seeing leaves fall off of a tree. There could be some type of plant that loses its leaves, Virgo. I'm seeing the change of the season. Okay, at one time, the season was to flower. The season was to grow, to put out branches, and now something is preserving energy to the roots by getting rid of leaves. Back to the Six of Wands. So you're going to get a lot of attention this weekend, a lot of recognition, a lot of praise. A lot of people could be celebrating it. It could be your birthday. Happy birthday, Virgo. You could be getting some type of success, a yes, confirmation. Something is coming in for you that will be good. I'm also seeing a lot of people around you. But at the same time that people are applauding you and around you, Virgo, there could be like the opposite, right? So you could be seeing people who aren't succeeding clapping for you. That's what I mean by the opposite. Okay? It's almost like somebody is willing to clap for you even if they're not in a good position. Or others are able to celebrate you even if they're not happy, not doing well. Virgo. Alright, let's get it. Weekend predictions for Virgo. Some woman will give you flowers. April, flowers, woman. Okay? And then we have obstacles. Fire signs could be significant, and Aries could be significant here with the month of April. Something could be taking place within Aries. Cherry blossoms could be significant. Another tree blooming. Some tree could lose its leaves, but bloom flowers. Like right now. So it was the opposite. You know how I said like it's no longer time for flowers? There's a plant that is going to be losing leaves but gaining flowers. I don't know what this plant is, Virgo, but there's significant fall flowers coming in for you. Alright, let's see what's going on with this April energy. Something is happening this weekend that will manifest in April. They're showing me the double-sided portal again. I don't know why. Something is happening this weekend that will manifest by next April. What's this April energy? The Knight of Cups. You got an Aries wanting to come towards you in love. The World card. And the Eight of Coins. The Six of Swords. This weekend you could have an Aries coming towards you, giving you something, gifting you something. This person is going to bring about some type of happiness. You could be going to a wedding or anniversary. There's a celebration. Somebody, oh, it's a surprise celebration. An Aries, a fire sign, could be surprising you with something. You could work with this person, or they're gifting you for your work. Six of Swords. I see someone who's connected to a fire sign. Could be multiple people, 2 or more, connected to a fire sign that is going to be celebrating you and giving you something. This could be at work. But it's also giving me like, you deserve it. For some of you, the things that you take action on will come through the portal by April. You're working hard on something this weekend. Like I said, it'll come through the portal somewhere around April 2026. Flowers energy. Somebody knows that you like flowers and plants. They're going to get you flowers. There's something about fall flowers attracting birds. I'm also picking up on a butterfly migration or a bird migration. There's something about seeing flocks of birds out here resting somewhere. They may be above flowers. If you see birds resting upon something that's holding flowers this weekend, it could be from your ancestors or a passed on loved one. Okay. I'm also seeing like a flock of birds take off at the beginning of a movie. Flowers, Page of Wands. Yeah, somebody could be giving you flowers. They're waiting for you to get their flowers, Virgo. They could be sending you flowers. Yeah, Page of Wands and the Three of Wands. Somebody sent you something. The wait is taking long. Anticipation. Alright. You're about to get something you waited a long time for. This weekend, 404, there's something coming in that you have been waiting for that has been like really hard to wait on. There's also somebody may have taken action to send you something, gift you something. And they may be waiting for your reply, Virgo. And it may be very hard for them to wait and see what you're going to do. Alright, this weekend somebody could do something like send you flowers, send you a message, hit you up. And waiting on your response is going to be really hard. For others of you, you may be getting a confirmation for something and you're waiting for it to happen and it's really annoying. It's burdensome. But also, I'm getting that there could be something given to you that ends something await. Okay? Something you've been waiting for is coming to you this weekend. Long ass wait. Here it comes. But I'm mostly picking up on someone doing something and waiting to see what you're going to do. And it's burdening them. Alright? Dealings or a relationship with a woman. Also, I don't know why, but they just said that this is confirmation that you're gonna get something. You just have to wait for it, and waiting for it's gonna be tiring. But this is your confirmation that you're gonna get it. Okay. What's this woman energy? Dealing a relationship with a woman. Some of y'all could be dealing a relationship with a woman, or you could be this woman. Two of Cups. Some woman is like actually like a mutual friend. Somebody actually cares about you. Six of Swords. The Page of Cups. The King of Pentacles. There's someone here who wants to get things back onto a mutual page with you, man or woman, but I'm picking up on woman's energy. There's someone who wants to get back eye to eye. They want to see you. They want to meet with you face to face. They want you to get on mutual terms, get over things, get back to the way it used to be. Somebody may have noticed that you have become a little distant. You no longer do the same things that you used to, or something. They notice some discernible shift, and they want to mentally settle things by giving you something, giving you a gift. This person could be very supportive. They could be giving you more money. All right. They understand the importance of mutual peaceful exchange. So now I'm getting that double-sided vortex again. The Two of Cups, the double-sided vortex, Six of Swords, and the Page of Cups. There's someone who holy shit, you're gonna meet someone who recognizes and understands this portal dynamic. So they pour into you what they want you to pour into them. It's like you both mutually understand, like, I want the best outcome from this exchange. So you both give to the situation the best that you can. You're both supportive. You're both compatible in some type of way. And this is creating a reality that helps prosper. Someone this weekend is going to show you the example of what I've been talking about, and you're being asked to almost do unto others how they want to do unto you, but only do it unto people who reciprocate that energy, and then creating energetic links in which dominate more heavy on your environment. They're showing me, obstacles to overcome, and you are thought of, and financial gain. And a friend, I'm telling you, they're showing me somebody who has obstacles and they instantly think of you, Virgo. I know Virgo can help me with this obstacle, so I'm going to help Virgo so Virgo helps me more. There's an example of mutual or double-sided vortex meeting another double-sided vortex. And those two people connecting vortexes in order to dominate the reality heavier. You're going to realize the the magnitude of being linked to someone who also recognizes this double-sided vortex idealism. Okay? And you're going to realize, like, if I only keep people in my life that aids me, the better my reality is. And if I give in to people who don't understand this concept, they will mess up my reality. And this example is going to be shown to you on mutual exchanges of energy, mutually beneficial exchanges of energy, and non-mutual beneficial exchanges of energy. And you're going to have a sudden realization that if you could get multiple links of people trying to do this, that you can actually create like a world, like a 401 on the clock, like a little Garden of Eden in which others come to aid in your garden. That's crazy. Also, you could be blocking out people who do not mutually benefit your vortex. So you can understand that if someone isn't giving to the highest vibration of your existence, that they're an enemy of the highest vibration of your existence. So you could be blocking these people. If you end up spiritually blocking negative people from your life, Virgo, you're going to notice that they don't show up for your birthday. They're blocked from communicating with you. Even if they did want to come near you, there's something in them that's telling them not to come towards you. And this is an energetic clearance of your reality. Like, you're going to notice that only positive people give to you at this time because you have blocked off negative people from disrupting your life. And it's like it's going to stop them from communicating. They literally cannot come towards you with the energy that you have. Okay, like they're cut off from you in some type of way. And only people who mutually benefit your vortex can give to you. It's crazy. You're going to see this like an energetic clearing. And the more you get these negative people out of your life, Virgo, the better your life becomes. This is the energy that I have for you, Virgo. If you resonate with anything here, please give me a like, comment down below. Subscribe to the channel, see what's coming up next to the Virgos. And y'all already know I'm very grateful and thankful for everybody watching. If you would like to participate in the personal reading cell, hit me up at MagentaTarotMessages. Tell me it's your birthday and let's get it popping. Peace.